What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? Oh, I lost you there for a sec. The thing sort of just glitched out for a sec. Sorry about that. What did you say?
Oh, I said, bouncing back off what you said about the longer you've been corrupted, the more it affects you. I don't know. You said the creator said that, right?
I think they, yeah, you could see it. Like, each gem, you know, Jasper only had a couple dots there, but there were other gems which just looked complete off.
Jasper had horns!
Yeah, there was like 2 horns. Like, that's fine. She's already the devil.
They're so cute.
Well, I don't know. This discussion's just gone completely flopside, you know, from Homeworld to goddamn the zoo and, you know,
I love it. I love it. But that still doesn't make sense because all the gems were corrupted at the exact same time. So it still doesn't make sense that some gems look more corrupted than others. And Jasper only been corrupted for maybe a month or 2. Looks like she's been corrupted for years. So it does boil back to what you said of they have written themselves into a corner, and any self-respecting Steven Universe fan will admit to themselves that finale was rushed. Rushed.
I think it was meant to be the last episode if they didn't get renewed, so they sort of just tried to fit everything in there. You know, I didn't like it how they introduced Sunstone and Rainbow 2.0 and, you know, all of those on Obsidian all at once. I feel like they would have made...
Take that back!
I feel...
That is blasphemy!
I liked it a lot, but I feel like... I liked it a lot, it was really good, but I feel like it would have been even better if they had separate dedicated episodes to it. Like, I no regrets, I loved that episode, it was the best one so far. But just imagine having almost half an episode with Obsidian or Sunstone or stuff. We had... I think them on... we didn't have them on screen that often, so it was a bit of a shame that they rushed it. But at the same time, you can't really...
That's the thing. As soon as I saw Sunstone's formation, I just knew. I said, oh, they're gonna try and do everything. And at one point, it's fine. I want to see Steven and Ruby fused separately and Steven and Sam separately.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting.
They try to fit so much in, but I think you have a point. They might have thought maybe the 6th season would be cancelled, even though they had been confirmed. They weren't sure if they'd get it after everything. After the whole Ruby and Sapphire wedding, they probably thought, you know what, we're gonna get cancelled after this season, so let's try and finish everything up.
Just shove everything in there. Just, you know, fix it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out later.
In case we get cancelled. Oh my god.
Well,
it's Avatar Korra all over again.
Well, what I was thinking, I had this thought today while I was just sitting cleaning at home, that maybe instead of having it where, you know, you've just got Homeworld and the Crystal Gems, that other sections will pop up. So you might have, you know, a corrupted section where the group's just comprised of former corrupted gems, and then you might have the rebellion on Homeworld where they want to go back to their old ways and destroy planets and stuff. Because I don't know if Homeworld will continue doing that now that stuff's changed, you know. Maybe, who knows.
That's my biggest problem. Just one conversation, hell, one joke changed eons of White Diamonds. Think, you know what, I'm not even gonna try and understand the
That annoyed me. That annoyed me a lot. I really... Because this whole series has been revolved around Steven having to try to talk his way out of things. I really wanted to see him... I know it sounds a bit cruel. I wanted to see a fight. I sound so bad. But I wanted to see... Because we've been told that this perfect person, you know, cannot be... their mind cannot be changed. So all I was thinking is, oh, Obsidian's gonna get in there and just fucking just destroy everything. But no, no, we got a joke, which, you know, all good. I get it. You know, they had to do something with the time constraints and stuff, but I feel like they could have done something different, you know. But at the same time, if
for what they had, for what they were going for, they did the best they could.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, I think what they did was the best thing, because, you know, if there was a battle and, you know, White Diamond got shattered or poofed or something like that, how did the gems get healed? You know, the corrupted ones, they're sort of still screwed. So I guess it was the best one.
I think the message Rebecca was trying to send to kids is that punching doesn't solve everything. Because a lot of shows, the big finale is this big boss fight. But here it's like, no, it's this big discussion. And I'm not against the discussion, but I would have preferred the discussion to actually be meaningful instead of a joke.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't like it, because I did like it, but you know, it annoys me too, because after all of that, what is Homeworld going to do? They can't just cease all production, because if they stop production, then their race will eventually die. You know, with humans, you know, we would...
immortal?
Yeah, but, you know, shattering happens and stuff like that. But, you see, it's like pressing pause on the human race. Eventually we'll all die out if no one ever, you know, conceives a child again. But with the gem race, you know, they have to conquer planets to make more. If they just completely pause, eventually the race will slowly decline after time. So that brings up the question, will there be a couple...
If you continue conquering and conquering, you're gonna have too much. There's gonna be an overpopulation issue.
Oh yeah, the Homeworld already looked completely gone. Like, that wasn't a good planet. Like, that was destroyed. So I think they've peaked as a race, and they eventually, regardless if they keep conquering, they're gonna decline, like, in quality or, you know, stuff like that. Because I feel like...
Oh my god. I just had a thought.
Oh yeah.
Finish up.
I've always had the feeling that the gemstone itself can be strong if it's Era 1 and a bit weak if it's Era 2. So with Peridots, for example, Peridots are really durable, they don't poof very easily, but I feel like their gemstones are weak, the Era 2 ones, like our Peridot, because she was made in a time where resources were very slim, like they weren't, you know, there wasn't a lot of them. And if you make something with not a lot of resources, obviously it's not as good as the real thing. So I've always had the feeling that if Era 2 gem gets cracked, they'll poof, like they'll shatter quickly. In regards to Amethyst though, when she got cracked, she lasted longer. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, but... Well, I don't even know what I'm talking about, to be completely honest. I've just sort of spun around in random circles. But you talk about what you were going to say.
I just had a thought. I was thinking that, like you said, Homeworld needs resources, and everything they do requires a gem. Because when we went to Homeworld and we saw, oh my god, even Blue Diamond's comb was a gem. Maybe they use old gems and refurbish them into new ones, new objects, and when those become obsolete, they just like stop working or die.
Yeah.
Because a gem sucks up to the nutrients of the earth to continue living, and at one point they're gonna finish up all that nutrients they're using, which then boils back to the fact that what if they use the corrupted gems on earth to become their daily objects on Homeworld? They'd be like, oh, you are a soldier, but now you're kind of corrupted, and we can't allow you to be walking around like this, so you want to become my toilet? Something like that.
Well, I've always had a little theory. I haven't really had the platform to talk about it, but I've always had the feeling that, you know, if Era 3 happened, or in the future, that
Well, we are in Era 3 right
well, yeah, but, you know, future Era 3. But I always had the feeling that they would make gemstones which couldn't have a real body, but they can serve as, like, a power source. So, you know, plug a gemstone into a spaceship. And, you know, they'll...
True.
Like, we saw gems in statues on Homeworld, and that was creepy enough. But just imagine, you know, how creepy it would be if you're on a spaceship, like a Homeworld spaceship, and you look in the power source and it turns out to be a husk of a gem. You know, that'd be terrifying. Like, they're using gemstones as power sources. That would be insane.
But they actually have that. If you remember in episode 1, where they went to that temple, where a lot of the episode that kickstarted a lot of Steven Universe YouTubers' careers, where there was this mural of Rose holding a diamond and defending against White Diamond. Like,
oh, that one.
I kind of remember that episode.
That one.
Where they were in a maze and all the rooms were moving around. By the end of it, it was a statue or something powered by a white gemstone that was powering the whole building.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't really, I don't use that episode as fact anymore, to be completely honest, because I have a theory that the Crooniverse were going to plant the idea that that gemstone they took out was white diamond, because it was a diamond.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like
I said,
all that entire place was just old info. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that whole place is sort of just outdated information. You know, they had to...
If you even go back there, it doesn't make sense because it's like Rose holding up, I think, pink diamond, defending against white, and people cheering. We still haven't seen that in the show yet, and it's like, I think what they planned in season 1 is basically the same, but they had to take out some things and refurbish some things.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I'm not gonna lie and say I've never used that in my own theories, but my god, some people took that episode like gospel.
it was as soon as that episode aired, people sort of just jumped on it. I don't feel like that episode has any, you know, stuff worth talking about anymore, just simply because we know everything now. But who knows? Well, it's all, like I said, it's all outdated information. You don't really have anything there worth saying, ooh, we might want that or that. And plus, what also annoyed me is that that white diamond gem, which we saw, surely was corrupted, but we didn't see it get uncorrupted. You know, there was a gem which was in a pillow at the, I don't know the episode, but it was in a pillow in the desert. Yeah, where's that gem? Like, there were so many gems which we didn't see, and it was just infuriating that, you know, all these gems which looked really cool, we didn't see. I don't know.
Maybe those are the power source gems. They don't have consciousness. They're just used to power objects.
What type of gem powers a pillow? See? No response. Yeah, no... Oh, unless it's like a lapis situation where they sort of wanted information and they just shoved it in the pillow.
But that just makes it more depressing. Breathe it down, pillow gem.
Just imagine.
Oh God, now you got me thinking about it.
Just imagine this whole time, this gem in a pillow had, you know, sentience, and it's just sort of just been screwed around this whole time. That'd be absolute gold.
I blame you. Now I'm sad.
It's not my fault. They should have, you know, taken the gem out of the pillow and chucked it in the water. Now that would have worked. I don't know.
I think the Crooniverse planned for us to forget all these things, but they forget they're diehard fans, kind of like you, who remember all the little things.
It's just those. Let's crack. It's just those ones, really. You know, there wasn't. I'm not a diehard. Like, I'm not crazy about the show, but you know, those couple episodes, they were pretty cool. You know, they were pretty. They were needed to. I don't know. I'm too tired for this.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, they're monumental, but if you have somebody who's just perceptive, yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for.
You'll figure it out.
They can see this. they can see this, and it also pisses me off. Like, okay, where are all these other YouTubers pointing out all these inconsistencies? That's my other problem with this fandom. It's like a taboo to point out any sin of this
you know
show.
What we need?
It's like, it's perfect.
You know what we need? We need that, we need part 2 of the, Steven Universe sins. Because the first one went so well on your channel, didn't it?
No, I'm not gonna review it, but I am planning to do an everything wrong with,
you should do it.
Different episode again.
It Change Your Mind, I think, that one.
Yeah.
Just.
I plan to do an everything wrong with it.
I want my name featured on that. Don't even.
Panic attacks because of it.
I don't even need to be a part of the video. I just want my name a part of it somehow. Just see out of like near the end of the video, you just see my name flash out of nowhere.
If you can help me write the script.
Oh.
Like I said, I have been planning to do this for a month, but fear is stopping me.
I don't know.
This episode, a lot of people love it more than the Ruby Sapphire wedding, so I'm more afraid to touch it.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to be associated with someone who that had a massive amount of hate on that one video. It wasn't even bad. People just didn't get it.
Oh my god. So many people called me so many different types of racial slurs. Some I've never ever heard of before.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I was a bit starstruck on that one. I was like, oh, okay.
Somebody was like, you Sri Lankan, go back. And I was like, of all the African countries, that's the one you pick? I'm insulted. Why couldn't you say Egypt? Come on.
You know, anything. Oh.
And then wait, and the funniest part is I said I'm not from Sri Lanka, and then it said, "What I find Indian," and I'm like, not even the same continent.
Oh, you just gotta love humans in general, don't you? You know what we should do to all the disrespectful humans? We should lock them up in a zoo and then let them live there. You know, Steven Universe did it, right? We should follow on.